Welcome back to Brick Gaming YGO. I'm back here today with another deck profile. This is my first place Invoked Shaddoll Invoked deck profile and my different ratios, all of that type of fun stuff. But before I get into the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, I would highly recommend it. Also, I do use Discord. On occasion, I realize that a lot of people on this channel do also use Discord. So if you want to find me on Discord, my name is Brick Gaming YGO, the same as on YouTube, and my tag is 1833. I will also leave all of that information down in the description below. Now let's get right into the deck profile. I will also be including my tournament results, what I play against, as well in the description. So first off, I play triple Shaddoll Windy, or double, not triple. But in other builds, you would play 3 if you're going with Pure Shaddoll or just Shaddoll Invoked. I think 3 is better, but in with all 3 different cores together, you just want to cut down on the Shaddoll engine and core as much as you can. Then I play 1 copy of Shaddoll Schemata, pretty decent card, just an extra send. 1 copy of Shaddoll Beast. You mainly summon this one off of Windy to get the flip and extra draws, which is pretty nice because then you can get deeper into your deck. I do also play 1 Shaddoll Dragon, just generic back removal, pretty good card. 1 Ariel comes up all the time, it's just super good, gets stuff out of your opponent's graveyards. It's just a really nice card to have as an option. Then I play triple Alistair the Invoker. Alistair is, of course, the 1 card engine to just search invocation, do invocation plays every single turn. And so I go with 3 instead of 2 because you just want to maximize how often you're seeing this card because Mechaba is just such a powerful card. Then for the Dogmatika package, I play the 1 Ecclesia, search, special summon, good stuff. And then the 1 Fleur de Lis. Fleur de Lis just helps you deal with bigger monsters that otherwise the deck might have a bit of a struggle dealing with. So that's pretty much the monsters that are the main core. Then moving on to hand traps, I have triple Gamma and 1 Driver. This card, this package is super good. It's one of the best hand trap packages right now, and just does so much going second or even going first, because first turn you can definitely make a Lambda and then have access to Gamma from there. Then for the rest of the hand traps, I play triple Ash Blossom, which is just really good, really generic. And then for against Drytron, I have the triple Infinite Impermanence because I want to have at least something really good against that deck going first turn. And if you see Imperm plus Gamma against Drytron, or any of these hand traps mixed against pretty much any meta deck, it definitely is really helpful. And then the other 3 cards are just core cards. It's just really good for the deck. Then for the spells, I play triple Magical Meltdown. Meltdown is just really good because it gives you free protection from your opponent's cards, and also searches out Alistair, so it gets you deeper into your deck as well as giving you protection. So that's just super nice. Then for the other spells, I play one Terraforming because it's at 1, but it's still worth playing because it allows you to get into your engines faster. Then I play double Invocation. Invocation just really good at 2. I think 3, you're doing way too much. You're going to see it in your hand all the time. I just don't think that's good enough. Now it's fine if you do see it in with Shaddoll cards because you can just use it as a normal fusion. But otherwise, it can be a brick even in this deck. So I think 2 is the correct ratio. Then for the Shaddoll spells, I play triple Shaddoll Fusion. Shaddoll Fusion just amazing. It's a very good card because if your opponent has an extra deck monster, you can use your deck. If your opponent doesn't, it's just a normal fusion. And another one I play as a 2 of, El Shaddoll Fusion. El Shaddoll Fusion is a quick play version of that, so it's just really good. If you don't see Schism first turn, but you see some Shaddoll stuff and stuff to make Winda, this card can just be really good because you can still summon Winda on your opponent's turn and lock them out. Otherwise, it's just a good generic fusion card for Shaddolls. Then for the final spells, I play triple Nadir. Nadir is really good. Send a monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. Get a search for a Dogmatika card. And you can even grab them from your graveyard as well, Dogmatikas. So this card can pretty much be used anytime. Anytime you see this card, it's just going to give you so much advantage and so many pluses in the duel that can be really hard for your opponent to come back from this card resolving. So I'm really happy that this card is just so good in this deck, and just really helps out with consistency and first turn boards, and even late game it can be really good. Then I play one copy of Called By. Called By just good, just generic, it either stops hand traps or stops your opponent's plays, and it's good anytime you see it in my opinion, but it's best when you're going like first and it's the first turn. Then for the final cards, I play one Schism, because that's all you need right now. I was considering bumping up to 2, but it's a bit of a brick at 2, so it's not quite as good. And the only reason you would play 2 is because of Cosmic Cyclone right now. Otherwise, it's just a really good one-of, and that's like the only card you really have to worry about in the current meta. Then I play one Dogmatika Punishment. You only need one. I think if you play more than one in this version of the deck, it just causes a lot of bricks and causes you not to be able to play as fluidly. So I think Punishment 1 is just really good. You grab it when you need it. If you don't need it, it's fine. And then finally, Triple Solemn Strike. This is also for the matchup against Drytron, but it's really good against just about everything and can really help you out with winning duels. So Solemn Strike is a very solid card nonetheless. Going on to the extra deck, I play double Macabre, but I think 3 is just too much. I think 2 is the right number, and usually all you ever need is 2 Mechaba, but sometimes 3 was, like, I felt like I should have had 3 sometimes during tournament, but it never really like, came up to the point where it's like, oh no, I'm going to lose because I don't have 3 Mechaba. Then I also play one Agadoi. I can never pronounce this guy. Now I'm going to call him Og. I have one Og. And this card's really good. Just out stuff and allows you to go for game really easily. You can pop a monster on summon, and then, or anytime a monster is special summon, you can get a free pop. And then on top of that, you can banish a fusion from your graveyard and it gains that monster's attack until the end of your opponent's turn. So it becomes a really big body in some cases, and some decks just can't deal with that. Then for the Shaddolls, I play double Winda. You don't want to play 3, you're only ever going to need 2, but walking your opponent down 1 special summon, most decks just can't deal with that. And once you're playing against a stun deck, you're pretty much guaranteed to win or be in a winning position once you summon out Winda. Then I play double copies of Apkallone. Apkallone is also super nice. You almost never summon it. Usually you're going to send it to the graveyard with Nadir or with Punishment, and this allows you to get into Schism first turn, but when you do summon it, it gives you a permanent negate on one of your opponent's cards, which just is super strong. And then finally for Shadolls, I play double Constructs. I know some people are playing 3, but I just think that for room and for space in the extra deck, I think 2 is really all you're ever going to need. In most scenarios, like 99% of the time, 2 is all you're ever going to need. And working out was just a really good card, and was a good beat stick, and also really good at sending cards to the graveyard, which helps out the deck a lot with speed and consistency as well. Then for the final fusion, I play one Nitsis, and this is just Ascend, so off of like Nadir or Punishment, you can get that double pop, and that double pop can come up quite a bit. Then for the links, I play one Magistus. I don't play the Almirage and Secure card in the package. This is more for room, and Purgatrio is a win more card, and I just don't really see the point in playing Purgatrio unless you're doing like, you know, some FTK or something like that, or OTK. I mean, you're doing like some OTK or something along those lines. Otherwise, I think Artemis is just a better option. Saves you room, and yeah, pretty good card. Then one Gravity Controller. This is just for linking down Construct usually. And the card is pretty solid. You can use him as a link, or you can just use him as a body. Either way, strong card. Then one Verte Anaconda. This card can either allow you to just go for game, or bait out your opponent's negate. So if you don't want one of your other cards getting negated, you can go Verte and bait out like an Imperm, Valor, anything that's like monster effect negation related. Then for the final links, I play one Lambda because of Gamma package. And then one copy of Alistair, the Invoker Madness, and this card just allows you to go for game when you really have like the room to push. So altogether, pretty solid extra deck. I think that is pretty much, in my opinion, like as good as it can get in most situations. There are other cards out there that you guys think are better for the extra. I'm definitely interested in hearing about those cards, because I'm still working on this deck. Then for the side deck, triple Droll. Droll is just really amazing against a lot of decks. In the mirror match, this card is really good. Against Drytron, this card is really good. And against a lot of, I guess you could say, tier 2 or lower decks, this card can actually put in a lot of work. Then I play triple Gameciel. Gameciel is my out to Dragoon and also my out to the Herald board from Drytron. And the card is mainly used just for those two decks. In most other matchups, it just doesn't do enough. But against those two decks, it's just really amazing and does come up quite a bit. Then I play triple Nibiru. Combo is still a thing. Salad is back. So as long as those decks are still running around, I think it's worth it to play the triple Nibiru. And I think there are other card options that you can go for, but I think Nibiru is pretty nice. Then triple Cosmic Cyclone. This is just for either mirror matches or for back row decks. In which case, I think Cosmic is just the best option. We're doing playing like Harpies in here as well, but I just don't think it works as well as Cosmic. I think just having good spot removal is really, really good for this deck. And then finally, triple Evenly Match. Evenly Match just clears your opponent's board, leaves them with one card, and allows you to do a lot better going second. If you're going against a deck that can't put up a bunch of negates first turn, this card just blows them away, and you really are in an amazing situation after that. So for that reason, I think Evenly is really good. Now, if you want to hear about my matchups, that will be in the description below. I will also include my Discord info if you guys want to talk on Discord. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next video, and see you guys all later. Peace.